It'll be a good mash of bus building, bus adventures, nature, videography, photography. It's gonna be cool.
Monica, tell the people where we're at.
We are at the world's largest rocking chair.
Oh my god!
All right, so this is day one.
First video.
It's really crazy. I think both of us have said that it's just really surreal overall. One that we have a bus, we're ahead of our schedule. It's about, close to 7-8 months before we're planned to be leaving. So we're a couple months ahead of our 6-month build out.
Yeah, and that
plan.
itself is surreal that it's like 7 months away.
All right, so this is day one of cleaning out the bus and introducing everyone to it. It's a Chevy 2000 mid-bus. We believe it's a 3500 6.5 liter diesel engine. These are good things to know before you purchase it.
We ended up spending $4,000 on the bus.
Yeah, which I feel like is pretty fair considering we'll have to put money into it. It needs new tires and it's a little dusty under the hood, so we'll have to put some work into it for sure.
All right, so what are we doing?
We are taking off our bedazzles. We were kind of joking about, oh, we'll just move into a van like for a long time, and then we were like, let's move into a van though.
I kind of remember one time having a conversation with you and just saying that I can't imagine living my whole life and not traveling the country like for at least a year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bucket list item for me in a sense, but it's also more of the start of a new lifestyle in general.
This was a party bus before we got it, and you can kind of see the floor is like still permanently sticky.
But it's like, hear it.
Yeah.
I work an 8 to 5 and you work, what's your work schedule?
7:30 to 5:30.
Yeah, I've been at my job now. I just had my 4-year anniversary at my current job, and I am a video production studio manager for a corporate e-learning company, which isn't a bad gig as far as work-life balance. But I mean, ultimately, no matter what, it's still 45 hours a week that you're doing that, and it's not necessarily 100% what you're fully passionate about and wanting to do.
Right, it's not fulfilling.
We have really laid out a savings schedule.
Yeah. We're not like trust fund kids, and we're just like, oh, like let's build this bus tomorrow. Like this was probably almost a year ago that we even were like, let's definitely do this.
Yeah, and so I changed up my savings completely. I've been putting away 33% of my income in order to have the appropriate amount of money to be able to survive for over a year without having to rely on any additional income. And we've already started to break down estimated budgets of what we'll be paying while we're on the road and projecting what our possible diesel cost is going to be. And
yeah. And we're trying to like overshoot those budgets so that we are really ready, as ready as we can be.
Alicia, girl, you're killing me. Come help me take these gems off.
do you want to talk about why we purchased a bus?
I require personal space as a human being. So we didn't want to be like stacked on top of each other all the time in a van, which is why initially we were looking for a 6-window bus. We actually found this bus, which is a 5-window. We really are happy with the size, I think, so far.
A lot of people are like, why don't you just get an RV? And it's just like, that just sounds so
lame.
Yeah, it sounds really lame. Sorry for anyone that's thinking about that.
RV
but
people.
You know, for us, the steel frame of a bus is way more durable and long lasting than a fiberglass frame of a shuttle bus or an RV. I've been looking on Craigslist specifically for at least the last year.
Forever.
And not only in the St. Louis market where we're at currently, but expanding and just looking all over the country for just the price range, what quality of bus, like what, to get a better gauge of how much things are listed for. And everyone can put whatever price they want to it, but once you've looked at 1,000 different ads, you start to get a sense of what the market is, the condition of buses. We did a lot of research on different like blogs and other YouTubers. You know, we didn't have things like, we don't have the maintenance history of this, but it was maintained by a school district previously, and it's running fine, and no gauges, no check engine lights, so we feel really comfortable, especially within the price point.
This is what happens when you park your bus out in Union, Missouri. You have random gunshots go off in the background.
So we found it up in like North St. Louis area, which is like kind of known as like not being a great neighborhood. It was being kept in a cemetery, which is really funny. Like, I really love cemeteries, and like Cole and I have explored a lot of cemeteries now.
Pretty much every city that we go to, like, we'll have that one down day on our vacation and be like, I don't know, let's look at cemeteries.
Yeah, we've seen some really cool ones.
The first time we went to go look at the bus, we specifically were looking for measurements because for some reason we cannot find measurements of the interior cab area of a bus for layout. So I'll put in the description of this video the interior layout of this bus that we have, so you can use that for approximations of your build if you're thinking about doing a bus too. We wanted it to be wide enough to fit our queen size bed.
Yes.
We need our space while sleeping. Like, it's already hot in this bus while we're doing this interview.
So hot.
And it's a little bit shorter lengthwise than what we originally were laying out, but we decided that we much rather have it a little bit smaller than a little bit bigger, because we want to get inside as many national parks as possible, and I know some of those areas can get tight, especially parking wise. And then also just for free camping in Walmart parking lots or wherever we're at, we just don't want to be this big old chunky thing. We want to keep it as compact as possible.
So we're sorry we're not being honest with you.
We're sorry the relationship has to start this way.
I'm sorry. It's starting off with a big lie. No,
we come to you from the past.
Yes, because we both have jobs that we want to be as honest with them as we can about like when we're leaving, but it's just too early to tell them.
So we're going to be just saving all of these, and then we'll be releasing them once we've opened up and let our works know that we are going to be leaving. So yeah, we're keeping this all as a secret for right now. So we really just made this video to bring you guys kind of up to speed. This is day one. So we just started cleaning out the bus, getting things flushed, and then we're gonna work on getting the seats out the next time we're over here. We may get rid of the decals on the side.
Yeah, Cole's been very slowly pulling this thing off now for like 30 minutes maybe.
Yeah, at least a half hour, but you can see that it's not really gummy like the other side got.
And he's really enjoying every second of it.
Just getting baked in the sun. Missouri's no joke in the summer. Girl, you're about finished.
Oh my god. This one was so stuck on there, it's not even funny.
We've got the one on the front and the one on the hood still left, but we are currently sitting on E, so we're gonna try to drive up to the gas station. This will be our first ride together.
This is still terrifying. Gotta wait to start. Like a charm every time.
Yeah.
We've absolutely fallen in love with the outdoors over the last couple of years, and we've done a ton of hiking. We did one of our longest hikes this year. It was a 10-mile hike. We really love getting out into the mountains and just into the natural landscape and just existing completely outside of normal society and the city limits. So we hope to really bring you on some great adventures ahead as well. It's gonna be cool.
Yep.
All right, bye. Non-awkward exit. I hope I'm out.
You're not.
Oh.
Your butt.